Fred Hughes liked having society ladies flitting about the office, not doing much of anything. They served as ornamentation. Catherine Guinness of the Guinness Beer Fortune was working on a piece exploring the underworld of sadomasochism with her gay friends. She would wear leather jackets to the office, playing around with whips and things like that. Fred always wore bespoke everything, including tennis-striped jackets and skinny jacquard silk ties. His shoes were polished, the way English dukes polish the same pair of shoes for decades, until they become like soft gloves for the feet. Fred's apartment was decorated with first-rate antiques, and he let his house become a bed and breakfast for all the young ladies who wanted to be part of the scene. Some would stay indefinitely. Everything was kept in a state of pitch-perfect perfection, including Fred's highbrow, fake English accent, hysterical considering he was from Houston, Texas. His mannerisms, his dandyisms, his snobism was toxic to my budget, but auspicious for my aspirations. Casual dress was the regular uniform, which made it easy for me to create a distinctive imprint. I wore fine vintage top coats found in a local thrift shop on 55th Street for $10, and tweed trousers. Never jeans, as I never felt comfortable in a pair of jeans. Mrs. Vreeland would often take a taxi down to the factory for lunch. On those days, sandwiches would be ordered from Pole's on Lexington Avenue, chicken on brown bread, and a small shot of Dewar's for Mrs. Vreeland, her healthy tonic. Just a shot glass at lunch, and that was it. It was a different time. One day, Mrs. Vreeland came to the factory with Gloria Schiff, a great beauty and twin sister to Consuelo Crespi, Italian editor for American Vogue. I overheard them having a highly pitched debate. "Gloria, what do you mean you discovered Marisa Berenson at a debutante ball?" exclaimed the imperial Vreeland. It was, in fact, Vreeland who had put Marisa Berenson on the map, having seen her at Elsa Schiaparelli's house in Paris. Elsa was Marisa's grandmother, and Elsa never forgave Mrs. Vreeland for introducing her to the world of high-fashion modeling. For all that, I made $75 a week. The social life that came along with it was surely priceless. When it came time to assign fashion stories, I was the go-to fashionista in the office. My knowledge and passion in this area were recognized, and I was quickly promoted to fashion editor. I now had the opportunity to interview some of the most exciting stars of society, fashion, and international jet-set acclaim, including Carolina Herrera, the elegant designer from Caracas, Venezuela, who later dressed Jackie Kennedy when she lived in New York. I did Carolina's first official interview in a lavish spread. Bianca Jagger was my favorite stylish subject. It was her time. She had wed Mick in the south of France, wearing an Yves Saint Laurent suit and a sweeping portrait hat with a veil. The Rolling Stones were playing at Madison Square Garden, and Andy sent me to the Pierre Hotel to pick up Bianca and her wardrobe, bring them to the studio to be photographed for a cover. Bianca answered the door and motioned to me to walk quietly. Mick was asleep. We tiptoed around the rock star to the huge walk-in closet off the bedroom suite. Quietly, we piled up her beautiful clothes and her favorite shoes that season, Charles Jourdain espadrille on a high-wedge sole. She had a half dozen of the same ankle-wrap wedge platform sole in an array of colors. All of this was packed in tissue and layered in extraordinary Louis Vuitton cases, unlike any I had previously seen. They were actually custom-made hunting cases used to pack guns for grouse shoots. Because of the length, she could pack her Zandra Rhodes crinoline evening gowns flat. No folds in these coffin-like cases. She had bought them in Paris at the Avenue Marceau Louis Vuitton store. Bianca and I took a taxi piled high with her Vuitton luggage. We bonded over our deep admiration for her friend, the shoe designer Manolo Blahnik, and we went on to become friends.